Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Here's another pregnancy Q&A. Do all pregnant ladies feel tired and fatigued? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. How does my friend hop on planes and travel the world? That's cute. Um, so again, pregnancy is a very beautiful journey. It's temporary. It's not a big deal. So if you are tired and fatigued and your friend is not, that doesn't make your friend better pregnant than what you're going through. This comparison will be there probably till we die because somewhere we feel we're the worst case scenario of everything. Fatigue and tiredness is body's way of telling you to slow down, to adjust to the new being that is calling your body as home. So, fatigue and tiredness is definitely very, very normal. It depends on certain days where you feel really overwhelmed, exhausted, certain days where you will feel very happy and calm. So, days are different, bodies are different, and if another person is traveling the world on plane, that is actually very stressful for the body. Even if they don't feel fatigue or anything, they're ignoring signs of the body asking you to stay in one place. That's why we in Ayurveda make women stay in one place so that she can really accommodate, adjust to that place, that microbiome for the food, and the gut bacteria is not going crazy with different microbiomes, different time zones will definitely shake your body up. It will somewhere compromise on immunity or neurological issues will come up later, because if we don't follow the circadian rhythm, especially during the pregnancy, you are the reason why the baby is having that foundation, and that health goes throughout their life. And you don't want a compromised immunity, at least, especially when you are not even out of the belly yet, right? So tell yourself that it's okay to stay home, it's okay to slow down. Of course, there are many people who do many things for what we don't know. It's their life, and you enjoy your life. Do not compare. What is the reason behind turn the baby down manually? That's a good question. So basically, turning this baby down manually is another way of kind of, telling the pregnant lady, don't trust your body, okay? Trust us. So we are going to turn and flip. It is very, very, very stressful. It's not a joke. I don't even know why doctors do it. It is not needed because babies know when to flip downward. I had a client who had the same issue where the doctor wanted to flip the baby down and she was 48 something. And I told her, no, you wait. You wait because why? I suppose when I was being born, my mom was supposed to be taken to C section because I had not turned around. But exactly when her contraction started, I flipped. So it was something that baby naturally knows how to do it, So let your body do its job. Even if you wait for 2 days, the baby's head will come down, even if it is like, before you go into labor and delivery. This is where human intervention has caused a lot more chaos in our life than what nature has done, because nature is so beautiful. It knows how to really let the baby grow. It has worked its magic from being two cell to having eyes, nose, heart, and all the organs in exactly the same places. I don't understand why some of the doctors really even, manually want to hurt a pregnant lady. It's the baby is inside you saying, it's my home, calling its home, and is enjoying staying there. And imagine you just go rip and tear the whole situation just to get the baby out. Not safe at all. It costs a lot on the spine. The body, the woman's body cannot understand what is this stress. Um, Again, when I was teaching yoga in Denver, there was a lady who was going to go through this whole thing the following day, but she had so much of stress that everybody could feel it in that room. So please spare yourself, women. Please be responsible for your body. Invest in some form of meditation so you are intuitive and you can tell your baby to flip naturally rather than asking somebody else to manually turn. Not advisable at all. Please don't put yourself in this situation because it can harm you, it can harm the baby. Of course, C-section is something that everybody prides about. Within 3 minutes, baby will be out, but it is very stressful. Okay, don't put yourself in a compromised position. What is the reason behind? Yeah, that we did. How was your hospital stay? Did you let nurses change diapers? um, So, my first hospital stay was really beautiful. I was in Indianapolis, and that hospital wasn't crowded. I had the best nurses because it was my first pregnancy and I was screaming, and this nurse was only holding my hand. And since I got my Pitocin, really stronger dose one, I was in unbearable pain. And at 22, you don't have much of those information. So this nurse, I think her name is Kendall. Yeah, she was very beautiful. She was very calm, just just letting me go through it. And of course, you have to go through it. Nobody's going to take it up. And then the 3 days was awesome. I enjoyed it. I loved the food. It wasn't bad at all, like when you consider 21 years back. But now, no, the second one was not that good. I wanted to go home. The sixth one that I had, and I had to push, and I was in Florida. I hated the hospital bed. I wanted to leave right after I delivered the baby because I wanted to go home and rest. And the hospital wouldn't let go of me. They even called social service because I denied all the tests. That is when I had to hold my baby and say, nope, I'm not giving her. So the nurses coming in and out, literally, they're ruining this pregnant lady's experience. I understand some women have no help at home and would like to stay in the hospital longer because the baby's taken care a little bit, somebody's always there, the food is provided. But guess what? When you go home, you're not encountering all these different women coming as their profession and being part of your baby's journey, because that first few days are so precious. The baby needs to be stuck to the mom, I feel. And these nurses put their latex gloves and then do the whole thing. I didn't want it on my baby. Why is this rubber being pushed in? And they also put their rubber glove hand into the mouth, and that drives me crazy. So I'm not a good hospital person. That's what I had to figure out because I have certain things that I like to do for my baby. And once baby's out, everything is good. I should be able to go home and rest on my bed. So, yeah, one day I had to fight with all the doctors, and they were like, you can go, but the baby cannot go unless the pediatrician says yes to, let go. So that was one thing that I had to encounter. Wait for 24 hours because I had to fill in the bills, right? So that's my encounter with hospital, because not a good hospital person. They do too many things that's unnecessary, unrequired, and there was so basically I said, they wanted to give hepatitis injections or vaccination for my baby. I said, no, she just came out. She is not sexually infected with anything, with sexually transmitted diseases. So they flipped. They they didn't like that whole, why are you denying vaccination part. So I said, okay, run tests on me. And they tested me, everything was good. I mean, again, they're following their protocol. But the following day, a lady again comes in saying, oh, I need to take some blood for blood work. I said, what the heck? I already gave you blood. I'm not going to give you any more. So that was another recorded on the file that I was rude. So this is what happens. Like, hospitals is just a wonderful business. I love them. And they just don't really tell you why they're mindlessly sucking your blood. So you'll have to be aware of it and say, no, thank you. I don't need those tests. What is this for? Like, question, because we have stopped questioning. That's why they take over. Okay. So pregnancy is not a disease. Please understand that. It's a nice business. People have made it work for this long, but I think we're smart enough to stand up and say, I don't think I want that test because I know I don't have it. So take responsibility. This is where it is hit or a miss. Hospitals, I don't like it. I don't want to go there. I had to go there because there's a thin line between being foolish and courageous. I could have pushed the baby, didn't want to jeopardize all those things. So I had to take help. That's a good thing. But that doesn't mean you just surrender and lose all your, wisdom and knowledge that you have. So you be cautious. You be cautious and you understand whether those things are needed or not. It's up to you. You have all rights to say no for some things and yes for some things. I think only one nurse changed her diaper in the morning because it was very early. I had not slept all night long, and I let her change. And there was another lady who wanted to take the baby to nursery to bathe. I was like, no, thank you. Just leave my baby alone. Because what are they going to use? A Johnson and Johnson company's baby wash? No, thank you. So yeah, I'm just the weird one. Can I shower after delivery? That's the next question. No, please don't. I made that mistake. And somewhere, if you ever follow any of the ancient Chinese way of addressing a pregnant lady, they will say avoid showering, bathing, stay away from water. I understood that probably in a difficult way. In Colorado, I did go shower right after I birthed, and it wasn't good. I had my duct full. I felt really like fully shivering. So I think it just shot my vata up to a way that it just went into my, different subtle channels. Vata is definitely high. So the sixth pregnancy, I did not shower for 10 days. And it was completely amazing. You can wash all the other parts, but don't expose yourself to water. I just feel that's better to avoid so that you don't increase your vata. Even for the first one, I think I washed my hand and I started shivering. Not good. Not good for long run. So vata increase should be avoided. That's our main reason to keep the woman cozy, warmed up, blanket, close all the ear holes because that's how vata goes in, and wear socks so that the feet is not cold. So it's important. Why? Because in the long run, you don't want a lot of imbalances to happen to you. Okay. So because that subtle channel that's open can really increase your vata to an extent you can even, expect Parkinson's towards, later stages. So do not do it. Um, shower after 10 days. There's nobody who's going to come and bother you. Again, many women like to go out to the mall, get dressed. That's not me. I made the baby. I need to rest for at least a month. I'm not moving from my bed and I sleep. I sleep next to the baby a lot. This is where that first 6 weeks is crucial for you to rest and recover and rejuvenate, because you have your whole life that you need to be independent. You can't say, oh, I just get bored and I'm so depressed staying inside that I want to go. No, your immunity is low. Everything is low. Like they literally put you in dark rooms before all these modernization only because your eyes are weak, your ears are weak. You're not meant to talk too much. You're just going to get up, feed the baby, and your meals come to you. You just have your food. Of course, some women don't have that luxury of having somebody else bring you food, and you're doing your own, frozen food that you have to warm up and still have the baby and nurse and, take care of the older kids at home, etc., etc. Even then, I would ask you to get help, get a doula, postpartum doula, or ask your husband to help out, ask somebody, like anybody. Please, I will pay you hourly, but be here to take care of me for just 10 days at least. You have to rest. That's very important. So make sure you take care of yourself. The mother needs to be mothered, is what Ayurveda says after the baby's born. What was your diet for first 2 days after delivery? Okay, my diet is very, very strict. Um, so the hospital food that was given, I don't eat it. I only see it and feel like, oh, that food is good. But first 2 days is, again, the diet goes like you feel hungry right after the baby's born, but you don't get like multiple things. So it usually is a kanji. My mom makes with rava, and it's cracked wheat. That is what was given to me, because the bowel movement is very crucial right after you delivery, right after delivery. So she gave me the rava ganji in the morning, and then I have the same thing at night again, because there is so much of fluid retention that you don't add too many ingredients. Again, I also made another mistake of adding salads or something for one delivery because I didn't have anything to eat. So I think baby number 5, I had to move from Denver all the way to Virginia after she was 10 days old. So for 10 days at least, I had good meals. But after that, I didn't have the choice of like cooking or my mom cooking. So because we took like 4 days to even reach Virginia, we were driving back. At that time, I had to really just say, okay, salads are healthy and eat it. That took a toll on me. Hormonal imbalances, I had hair loss, very bad hair loss. Like I've never seen that much of hair loss with most of my pregnancies, at least. So my diet is quite strict. This rava ganji goes morning, rava ganji goes in the evening. Same thing for the following day. Once I have good bowel movement, then some things are introduced later. But I am very happy eating that kanji because it's soft, it's not chewy, I can just swallow it, and it fills me up. And yeah, my husband used to ask, when do you even eat? Because it's morning and then night. I never used to have anything in between except like a lot of milk. The kanji is also made with milk so that it gives you that nourishment and but sufficient enough for the body to kill the fat from within. So I have a whole diet list that I actually wrote down for baby number 6, and that was my research paper for my second year, because it's very easy to recover through Ayurveda. Postpartum recovery is very quick, very easy with the herbs they give you, and it's a beautiful journey, because I feel like pregnancy is a divine journey. Once the baby comes out, it's like celebration, and you have this trophy, you're gazing at it, the oxytocin is amazing, and then you get all these food that are completely hydrating and nourishing you, but no junk, and you lose all the weight within like 15 days. You start looking slimmer, and I did the belly tying. So it's a journey that is very focused on care for you and the baby. So that's a beautiful phase too. I like it a lot. Okay, how can I add spirituality into my routine as pregnant? I don't feel like doing anything. Is it okay? You're making a baby. Please don't do anything. I always tell most of the pregnant ladies who have at least, parents or somebody else at home, just sit on the couch and say, hey, come here, please give me that remote. Hey, come here, give me this, give me that. That's how I feel pregnancy should be. Because, yes, you don't feel like doing anything. There will be times when you just want to go conquer the world or just take a walk and go for like longer period of time, but don't exhaust yourself. Do not have this ideology of, oh, I'm just, doing everything that I need to normally that I do. When you're pregnant, your body needs time to just rest, make this baby well. Nobody's asking you to become spiritual at that time. Yeah, I did listen to all the mantras. So add those mantras in your day, listen to it quietly. You and baby can listen to it, because I always had a timing for all my mantras to start. And I didn't know that the baby was listening too. So babies will get used to listening that. And that's more than enough for spirituality. You're not going for Kundalini awakening or, pilgrimages. No, because in Indian tradition, after 7th month, we're not allowed to go to any temples. Why? Because you are the creator. You have the creative energy within you, and you're creating a baby. So when you enter any temple, the temple loses its energy of being that creator, symbolic representation of creator. So even if you climb a hill, you're not allowed to, but they say that God himself will stand up if there is a pregnant lady in front of him, because you are in place of God. You are the God. So that's how it is. So spirituality, throw it out. Just listen to mantras, volunteer, listen to beautiful songs, pay attention to how you feel, meditate, anything small. If you don't feel like doing it, forget it. Don't even bother. Pregnancy feels like it's never ending. I'm just in 6th month. Is this how I need to feel? Just in 6th month. Okay. So each month has something to highlight. By around 9th month, you will feel exhausted. You will feel like you're a whale, wobbly, or waddling around. You can roll from one side to other. It's just a blobby thing. I get huge, humongous. It's like somebody just, pressed extra large a million times. So that's how I felt. And it's normal. Just understand that it's a phase that's very temporary. It's going to go away and you will be back to normal. That person who's housing your home as their home is going to vacate at some point, and then you will start missing. It's like, oh, I miss that pregnancy phase. So yes, you will feel that way even from fifth month. The minute you start, showing belly or a little more pokey down towards your pelvis, all those places, all those months are going to be like, oh, this is exhausting. When is this over? But instead of doing that, just tell yourself, this is temporary. I'm going to get through. I think my number five, number six literally sat for probably 10 months, like 42 weeks ish. And I could care less because each baby takes time to cook. The first two, I yanked them off by 39th week just because I wanted to get induced and be done, which was such a big mistake. After that, I let the babies sit till when they wanted to come out. And they come out beautifully. They get cooked really well. My number six was probably she grew 3 months inside my belly and then came out because we had to really figure out how to, reinvest in the clothes that was not fitting her anymore. She was not a big, small baby. She was a big one. So it was fun. Now you will feel that way, and it's okay because you're making a baby. But always know it's just temporary. I guess I took a lot of time in making this video right now, so thank you so much. And if you have any more questions, let me know. I'll make another video for you. Have a wonderful day.